Producer, manager, director, and DJ. A high-head, squabbling plus, pound blues and keyways. So this little team guitars and car CDs. Take some credit, take the chances to say the least.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello everyone and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoffs a year ago, the USC Trojans. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Plays Bill Jackson in the early practices of the strategies of how to be great. The averages, the brainless focus are getting highly collaborative. Red push the label the same. Amongst the savages, and the most of his league, that's what she made. He was another one. He's going to just believe that was the whole
And the Trojans will put total effort to crank us up.
To the 90s, the face of a turn
And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused on all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers are on the move. Snap it to the back. Got the first down and more. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a threat.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these 3rd and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those 3rd and longs.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And some room to work. There he goes. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all day long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him, fighting off the defender. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got a man in the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes. It just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Flies it out of the air. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back, you get some water and celebrate.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way.
A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts to drive, trying to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's when the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. And what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball all the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for, because they always find that guy in that position that does great things.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for the score. Into the house. Touchdown, USC.
Sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice answer, put a drive together. Now the defense has got to get you a stop. Then you try to put another drive together, one possession at a time to try to climb back in this football.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Gets away from one, finds some space. Just keeps moving. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. DBs will try to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tiger. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. from inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100% zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball in your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Slithers into space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, no, we're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. You would tell they had a plan, ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. He's got...
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. They'll run this play from the pistol. He leaves it with the back. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll run the toss. He breaks the tackle. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
They really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on.
I'm almost done.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out route. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. The quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they can muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Wide out trying to get it in. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Wants to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got an open man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep.
Oh.
Intercepted for the 11th time. And they'll drag him down.
Cut it off. We don't have the ball.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's.
Unleashes one deep. And it's picked off in the end zone. No, the officials are saying he was out of bounds, and the quarterback might want to rethink taking a chance like that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He leaves it with his back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started.
I'm almost done.
Territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finding open areas. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Try to get it to the edge. Plows through the defense. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Inside the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown.
We're talking about nothing. They're talking about nothing. They're talking about nothing. They're talking nothing. What? They're talking about nothing.
Rips off another long
Peekaboo.
He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster.
Bing,
People
bap,
do
bing,
not
bing,
want to
boom,
tackle
bap,
this guy
bam.
for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Big dog. Big dog. Man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go.
Oh, come on, bro.
Inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
41 seconds, I'm scoring.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen. Anything can change after you score like that.
And he made the extra point without problem.
17 points, that's way too much. Alright, he ain't scoring no more. Check that shit. He ain't scoring no more. Remember, Caleb?
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Turning it on. Past the 50. At the 30. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in.
Wow.
Touchdown, Clemson.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys.
Wow.
Can we do running clock?
He's going for 100.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here.
See the place in early dip.
25, no attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top.
He must leave. Oh, I lose my voice. Real.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got his man in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something.
Three-man rush.
Couldn't find a man.
That's a good example of a good pass rush affecting the quarterback's rhythm. He wasn't able to just take his steps and throw with his feet underneath him on balance. He was forced to move, forced to escape the pocket, and right away everything fell apart with the accuracy and obviously not on the same page with this one.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working that left side now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
No, sir. You gotta punt this motherfucker ball, nigga. What you doing, homie? What you doing, homie? I'm calling another timeout. You gotta punt this, nigga. Take this ass
One
whooping.
more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
We got a cheater on our hands, nigga. Somebody don't know how to play by the rules. You gotta punt this. Yeah, okay. All right, okay, cool, punt it. Thank you. Just punt. That's all.
The gun just a bit, and we've got a false start.
That's it. We're good. We're good. We're good, man. Just punt. That's all.
Take the penalty.
Kings to sight, fight slow and change. All these motherfuckers been patient. Wish my since the West Coast all over the streets been working the West Coast never fell apart. Sleeping good.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on the drive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Give to the big fullback. And they just tried to slam it in.
Big boys in there, man.
They went nowhere, and it'll be marked down as 1.
I know, it's almost
And the defense stopped them again on 2nd and goal. On the ground. Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes.
6-4.
Touchdown, Tigers. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Reincarnated, started. Life goes on in my baby.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some
You don't like
players can't
bananas.
do that real well, and it leads to
Here, have a
more
little
mistakes,
piece.
Jesse. You got to just forget
Let's see
about
if you
it.
like it. Okay, exactly. So stop asking because some you don't like. Like, I don't get it.
The running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Huh?
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I know. We're about to get some food.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but
What
couldn't
the
find
fuck?
his target. It's incomplete.
That's a nice swap. Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete.
Dang, that was
There's a
holding.
flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Oh, you got a fun pass.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sideline. Not his best work. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They'll go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air on second down. Finds his target down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that cut.
Breaks into the open. 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tiger. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We'll check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. West Virginia is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 24 over Virginia. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Spits it out to the back. Can't beat the connection on third down thanks to that
that's what it takes for you to be gone.
Now it's fourth down.
Make mistakes, whatever it takes. Back to your love cake, you know my style. Anything to make you smile.
Wants to bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They got it on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. A little release to the back. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. He had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Give him 2, only 2.
Point to finish the drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold.
That's what stinks. So, yeah, I got to come up and worry about his legs and make sure I bring a safety down to be aggressive in stopping this Clemson running attack, and then he throws it over my head. So tough to defend when you get all the speed, the running game going, the tempo, and then a quarterback that can run and throw. Good luck.
No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to run it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to swing it on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that makes 5 interceptions.
Oh, we got PJ out there getting it in, huh?
Is alive. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th.
don't come out contentious. I'm yelling Father, did I finally get it right? Wait till I get with selfless. Spoke freely when the people needed me. I helped if I didn't go. Even told them no when the focus came to control.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running into the open space. Picks up the first down, still moving. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Clemson! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start.
But now we here now. Since you reach, you manipulated man with music. Invited you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views. And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot. No more putting these people in fear. The more their word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration. That's how
I bet their own 25.
Use my gifts to bring understanding.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at 39.
Don't hit.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. They go to the ground. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air.
Yeah, because what y'all doing?
And he's knocked down.
What y'all in there doing?
Before he moves the chains.
quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
To the air on 1st down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Finds a man on the left. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer.
Like I said, a little to a lot. Waste my goddamn time. Get your ass blown out like this. Out of here. Yeah, I'm about to do food right now.
So that case, a lot of parts that had not used to try to the niggas that you know, I'm going to make much of it. Yeah, I'll get that like, it's cool. Twice, but it's yeah, it's a wine shit, yeah, good dude. They send it back down the road. Good food and don't come the type to get you slack, man. Play it cool, smoke. Next time you see a tweet on the news, I ain't never like authority. I skipped school back. Any day you pick a pocket, it be all blue back. They try to go against me, but they all lose. Great street inside my cup, got me to DJ screw. So that bitch inside your building, little fool school, but she ain't got to make me breakfast. Then she send me news. Had a dancing with her friends, but she never knew. I put shit like on the one, and it ain't a two. Whoever go against the team, you get fan dudes. That chop on your win. Bitch, 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 bitch. Hey now, sit down, not at the lights. Big face, religion, I'm peaceful and zen. Sitting cuffs, talk my dirty, sitting pin, let the honey blood, talk for the green, for the tin. Fresh up, better bread than the floor. I got fucking smoking that in the bitches girls. You know the last one figure, he was with me, though. Take clutch, like you, what you up for? Sleep down, fuck what you look for. I do the square ones back like Dorsey. It's hot views if I make a public appearance. Go back to high, cause I'm like the same as an illness. 1002, 1004. The black and four, I just came to me and told you. I walked in with a therapeutic zone for a few minutes. I'll never go down the toll. Hey now, say that. 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 One of the lights in the first president, she's for the tin. Singing cause talk my dirty, singing pin, let the honey run talk for the win, for the tin. Hey now, say that. Hey now, say that. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Hey now, say now. Kind of scared on Dutch Street. Heavy on the power shine. Heavy day tax season. What the fuck's from wearing, bro? It's tracky. Niggas laying in the deathbed trying to match me. God, I'm about to do the fool. They be screaming out key, but they resume fence. Switch both range to hit you sound like the zoo need a feed just to breathe, bitch. I ain't talking Jews. Frank murderer. So I ain't heard of ya. They back to back. Turbulence. See, lunch, crash, services. Put your ass on the running with my smell. You ever since a say how you. And what sure what a deal on just on the round. It's a point right. You gotta bounce on the next. It's a bird. It's a freak. What's up, blue strips, nigga? Hey now, sit down. Hey now, sit down. Hey now, sit down. I'm way too important. I'm way too important. You start on me, you start. Just these questions on all the to the stars and the